Hello guys, SharpWind here, and we're back with our Imator tutorials. Now, as you see, I've been busy making some divided. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now because I'm going to show you how to make a jumping animation, steady and in motion. Now, a lot of you guys wanted me to make a fighting animation tutorial, but I don't know how that's gonna go because there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of things to consider, and it just takes a lot of time and a lot of practice for you to master this. And I only got about 10 minutes of video. And if I wanted to show you all this, I shouldn't be skipping just like now. You see what I did here? Yeah, I'm not supposed to do that in a fighting tutorial because that's detailed. We're gonna start with some jumping tutorials, and that should help you with fighting as well. So I'm gonna make a new project. Okay, when you import your Steve human thing. Okay, wait. Steve, okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, so the first method is just gonna be a jumping animation. So we're just gonna start by setting him off. I mean, placing him naturally. What the fuck did I just say? You know how annoying that can be when you're making something important? Anyway, save project. I always do this. For a start, how do you jump? It's very important, you know, to consider your moves as well. You can act out the scene you want to animate. Now, what am I trying to say? How do you jump? First you... never mind. My English knowledge is limiting me. Anyway, you're gonna see that. So what I do is I play the timeline and imagine the animation as it goes by, so I know how fast I should animate. So wait. Somewhere about here. His legs are going down because he's gonna crouch first, and his body is going down as well. So, yeah, that seems pretty simple. Now the keyframe should be A's in and out. Why? Because it starts slow and ends slow. I mean, you have to consider what happens. I need to teach you the transitions, man. Nobody knows how to use those things, and they're the most important thing in your animation. So when he crouches down, somewhere here, I think he should be still because now he's crouching, and he should extend till here. What am I saying? At this point, his legs should be extended, and he should be on his feet. But what transition do you use now? Well, it has to start slowly because, well, he's still crouching, and it can stop immediately because he's about to jump. He's not stopping like he did here, but he's just jumping, which means he still has that upper emotion thing. So what we do here, we simply put his body up with an A's out transition. So we stop slowly, and then, you know, like somewhere here, the body should just drop back down, like this, look. And should have the A's in. Why? Because, well, he has to stop slowly when he gets up, and, you know, start slowly because he starts falling back down. But he's still going fast because he needs to stop himself when he lands. I mean, that's pretty logical, isn't it? Yeah, that looks pretty nice, you know, it's a jumping animation. So, his feet are, I mean, his legs are okay here, but he shrinks, I mean, he does this with his legs when he jumps, because that's what we all do when we jump, right? Maybe, just add a little this motion, whatever. And, force the A's out, and the A's in part. Something like this. It's gonna look derpy because I'm not putting my mind into it. It's just a short tutorial. So, yeah, that's great. Now he still has to, you know, stop himself. So, what we do now is try to replicate somewhere here. I played the animation out myself, so, or maybe just don't shrink him back that much because he's stopping himself. It's not super high jump. I mean, he should be able to stop himself normally. I mean, maybe just shorten out. And just, you know, copy the first position so you don't have to animate that much because being lazy is okay. Yeah, and just put the correct transitions. I mean, he stops slowly, he starts slowly. I don't know. So for his feet, I mean, for his legs and the body, it's done. Look. Pretty nice, right? Maybe this should consider going a little faster because it's just a small jump, so like... Yeah, but, you know what? No, wait. I'm a perfectionist. It has to be perfect. So it just stops really slow, you know. Moving on to the body. He goes down. his feet and body move at the same time. Look, they're under each other. They move at the same time because they're linear with each other. I don't know how else to explain this. I'm not an English-speaking person. But his body is delayed because the feet do all the motion. The body doesn't. The body just follows them with some delay. So the body is gonna shrink down after he's completely crouched, just like this. And the head follows the body because the head knows when the body is gonna move and just stays in the way it wants. Also, they have the linear transition, of course. His arms probably should go a little faster on this one because his arms are gonna do the swing. Okay, no. I was wrong. His arms can have a delay as well because he's about to swing here. And this is where the body can delay because it's an important part of the momentum he's having. So like this. You can try to make it realistic, you know, that's the whole point of animating. And of course the transition you would use, well, simply A's in because it stops slowly. Okay, maybe I overreacted with his arms because it's not a really powerful jump. It's just this shit. So landing here, everything seems fine. I don't know why I should change that, but well, he's in mid-air. I mean, he should relax his back at least. Look down because from where he jumped, he's still looking at the same point as before, you know. Just give this A's in and out transition because that's smooth. And maybe, you know, just relax his arms a bit. Don't make him so weird. So move this a little bit so it doesn't look too derpy. Yeah, and basically what happens here is he crouches down, the body crouches with him, but with a short delay, of course. Yeah, the body and the arms are gonna move separately because the arms have more delay and different motion than the body does. So he crouches down with him and then aligns himself after he's already done. So like, he aligns himself a little after he landed. It's not a professional animation, just saying. Look, he aligns himself a little after he lands. And the arms, of course, just go down. Why complicate? Look, but one after another, so it looks kind of nice as well. Just do this with them, look. This is a perfect jumping animation. You could also add something to adjust himself at the end. I mean, he doesn't just go still. He still has to, you know, adjust his stance and all that. There's a lot of physics to think about when you animate. But for the motion, how would you make him move far and up? Well, there's a simpler method. Another Steve, but this is gonna be a test dummy. Why not? I want him to move far, but if you try to move him, wait. Let's just do something like this. Look, I'm not gonna animate the jump. I just want to make this path look nice. I mean, that's his forward motion, and I want to go here. So he just jumps, and look at this. What is this? Okay, of course, what we learned so far is that he has to stop slowly. So let's just put in an ace out and an ace in. But what happens now? The forward motion is fucked up as well. So what are you gonna do? Well, I found a solution for that. You add a block to your animation holder because it holds something / someone, some information, and I'm gonna put the holder there. Now what I want to do is lock this test dummy on my holder. Where the hell is he now? But how does that help me? Well, it doesn't. It's gonna look freaking weird if I have a block here. Well, let's make it invisible, which is not gonna work because it makes everything invisible. So you go to color and alpha it down. So it's only the block that turns invisible. And what you do for making a jumping motion is move the holder, but not the body. So the holder contains horizontal movement there, and the body, on the other hand, is gonna hold the vertical motion. So we just move the body up. The body doesn't move, it just goes up and down. And the body has that transition. The body is gonna move slowly up. Look at this. It's a nice... looks pretty nice. Now let's try to apply this to our Steve, who already has a jumping animation. Steve has a jumping animation, which looks pretty nice. He already has the transition from before, going up and down. But the holder is the one providing a linear horizontal motion, if you understand what I'm saying here. So of course, you have to make the holder alpha 0 so it doesn't look weird. And while doing something like this, please note that the Steve should be turned at least something like forward, because he was jumping forward. And when he lands, he has to go backwards. And when he adjusts, look what I'm trying to say, look. When he jumps forward, he should be turned forward because he's jumping in that direction. Bow. When he's landing, he should be landing backwards because he still has motion and has to adjust himself, you know, when he lands. And doesn't that look nice? Look. We got a jumping animation. It's kind of slow and sloppy, but you got more time than I do, and this was just a tutorial. So I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like and suggest what other tutorials I should make for you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.